Welcome to my channel. In this video, you learn the method to create histogram cumulative frequency curve and find the quartiles. Let us look into the problem. The question here is, below is the data recorded by students on how much percentage of amount they spent on eating out in 1 month to the nearest dollars and the associated frequencies. You have to create histogram and cumulative frequency curve to determine Q1, median and Q3. So let us open GeoGebra Classic. How do you open GeoGebra Classic? Search for GeoGebra Classic in Google. This is how the interface looks like. You have to open spreadsheet and also the algebra window for creating the histogram. Paste the data, amount and frequency, or you can type in the data as well. Now the next column is bound, which is the average of upper boundaries of previous class and the lower boundary of next class. Say for example, from the first class interval, the upper boundary is 10 and the second class interval, the lower boundary is 11. So average of 10 and 11 is what is 10.5. Similarly, fill up all the entries in that particular column. So the entries will range from 0.5 to 90.5. Let this column be cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is nothing but the added up frequencies. So add up each frequencies and write in the respective cell. You can also use the formula as shown in the screen. Now let's see how to create the histogram. Highlight the column bound, right click and create list. Similarly, highlight the column cumulative frequency and create list. Type in the input bar histogram with the arguments list 1 and list 2. You can see the histogram created on the screen. To customize the histogram, right click on the histogram and select the option settings. If you want to remove the name or the label shown, you can do that by disabling show label checkbox. Color tab will help you to pick colors of your choice, and from the style tab to change the line thickness and opacity, drag the slider. Let's see how to create the frequency curve now. Highlight the last two columns and select polyline from the toolbar. You can see the frequency curve created. If you want to remove all the points, disable the points. Now let's see how to find the quartiles. The formula to find the lower quartile is n plus 1 divided by 4, where n is the total number of frequency. So in this case, the total number of frequency is 32. So when you apply the formula, you get 8.5 as the value. Now let us find the point 0.8.5. This point lies on the y-axis. Now draw a perpendicular from this point to the curve and a perpendicular to the x-axis from the curve. Now the value which you get on the x-axis is Q1 or the lower quartile. You can label that point. Now we'll find the median. The formula to find the median is n plus 1 divided by 2. That is 32 plus 1 divided by 2. Let us find the point 0, 16.5. This point again, you know that it lies on the y-axis. Draw a perpendicular from this point to the curve and down to the x-axis. So this value on the x-axis is the median. Label the median using the procedure shown on the screen. Now upper quartile is 3 times the lower quartile. So that point you have to mark on the y-axis. So 3 times 8.5 will give you 25.5. So mark the point 0, 25.5 on the y-axis. Draw a perpendicular from this point to the curve and a perpendicular to x-axis from the curve to find the upper quartile. If you find this video useful, please remember to subscribe